Hello, how's everybody doing today? So, welcome to another one of my cooking videos. Today I have a little short one for you that I want to share a pancake recipe that I know you're going to enjoy. Simple and easy, and the whole family are going to love it. It's actually a little bit nutritious too because we're going to use some whole wheat flour in this recipe. Okay, so I'm going to start off with some flour, and I want to use cake flour for this recipe, but you could certainly use all-purpose flour. I just happen to like the crumb that you get from the cake flour just a little bit better than the regular all-purpose. There's less gluten. And what we're going to try and do is get us up to about a cup total. So we'll go about 3/4 of a cup of the cake flour. And what we're going to do is going to add a 1/4 cup of whole wheat flour. There we go. That's perfect. Okay, so for our other dry ingredients, what we're going to use is a good 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. I like to use the aluminum-free kind because it's supposedly healthier for you. So 1 heaping teaspoon is going to be pretty close to what we're looking for. If you want to use an actual standardized measure, that's fine too. So we'll just kind of get the dry ingredients working together a little bit, incorporate together, and we can start assembling our wet ingredients. So what are that going to be? So I'm going to have pretty much put an egg and about 1/2 cup of kefir. This a little bit more. Okay, just want to make one small correction. I added actually close to a cup of kefir, and you can use low fat or full fat kefir depending on what you like. But the kefir does add another whole flavor. It's nice. And let's get that mixed up a little bit. The more mixing we can do liquids before we add, the better, because we don't want to mix our pancake batter too much. That's what makes it tough. We want it to be nice and light and fluffy and have a wonderful crumb to it. So we'll add that egg mixture to our flour. And what we're also going to add is I melted a 1/2 stick of butter. I'm going to get that in there. And we're just going to fold this in together gently. Not going to work this too much. What I end up with is a pretty thick batter. And of course, as I said, it's almost like biscuit consistency. Okay, so I have my frying pan warming up a little bit. I'm going to just add a little bit of light olive oil, which you see me using a lot. Now, one thing I want to mention is that a lot of cooks will say that always the first batch of pancakes is going to burn on you, and that's simply because you turned the pan up way too high. So if you have a little patience and you just kind of start it at medium high and just wait a little bit, pancake's going to be perfect. If you start it on high, then once it's gone up past that point of being too hot, what's going to happen is it's too late. It's hard to control the heat. So better start the temperature you think it should be. From experience, I've found it's about medium high or so. Okay, so what I've found is when you start to see the oil sort of separating in the pan, it's getting pretty warm. And once again, you don't want to have too much oil in the pan, so you can come in with a little paper towel and just kind of get some of that excess, or just maybe pour some of it off into the sink so you're not overdoing. You don't want your pancakes to be too greasy. And I can tell this oil is probably just about hot enough, so I'm just going to grab a dollop, just kind of lay it right into the pan like that. Maybe next one will do a little bit bigger. So these are going to be almost like biscuits, but because of that kefir, which gives a nice sour sort of buttermilk flavor, they're very delicious. So I think of kefir as a wonderful thing to use with cooking, and sort of like buttermilk on steroids. We'll put a little bit more on that one. So we're just going to let these cook. I turn it down just a little bit. The trick is to be patient. I'm just going to spread them out just a little bit like that. We're just going to wait till we see bubbles form on them. We can flip them over. So once these get going, they start to cook a little bit around the sides. I like to add a little bit of butter to the pan. Some extra flavor. You can obviously omit that if you're trying to be careful about how much butter you have. I found that really gives a nice flavor to our pancakes, and it makes them brown beautifully. Okay, and these two kind of separate these a little bit. And we are just about ready to think about starting to turn some of these. Okay, so you can smell that butter kind of cooking in the pan. Let's just see if we can turn these over. See what they look like. They're looking pretty good. Nice and fluffy, golden brown from the butter. Yeah. So generally speaking, you don't want to turn pancakes over more than once. So I'm just going to turn the heat down, just kind of let them finish. And we don't want to cook them too fast because they burn. Okay, so our pancakes look like they're ready. Let's get them onto the plate. We can form a nice stack, or we can share if you want. It's up to you. Let's take a couple of them just to kind of get the idea. There's nothing like a little bit of extra butter on top. Put a little butter between them. Hey, if you're going to do this, you got to do it right. You got to go all in. And we'll put a little maple syrup. There's nothing but real maple syrup for this household. So organic maple syrup. You can't beat it. Once you try it, you'll never be able to go back to that corn syrup stuff. Okay. So let's give it a taste and see how we did. Looking good. Wow. So moist and delicious. And the whole wheat flour gives a little bit of a nutty flavor. Whole family's going to love this. Of course, you can put some blueberries into them once they start cooking a little bit, just as the bubbles start to form, or any of your favorite fruit, and even chocolate chips, depending on your mood. But this is a nice, quick, easy recipe the whole family's going to love. I hope you can try it. God bless.